I am hearing from my clients from all over the world who are asking me, okay, Deborah, what do I do now? Where do I start? You know, we've seen situations like this before where the pace of business has changed, the tenor of business has changed, and that's what's happening to us right now. And so many people are struggling and worried about if their companies are going to survive this. And what I'm telling all of my clients, and I want to tell you too, is not only can you survive this, but you can also thrive. So how do you do it? Where do you start? The first thing I am telling all of them is to pull their team together and hold a workshop. Do you know the difference between a workshop and a meeting? So, you know, standard companies, which you are not one if you're watching this video, standard companies, they hold meetings and they focus 90% of their attention on the problem, whatever that problem may be, and they spin around discussing the problem. The most successful Fortune 100 and 500 companies, they don't do meetings, they do workshops. And the difference is they identify what the problem is, spend maybe 5% of their time understanding it, and then they dive into what are the solutions, what are the strategies, how can we turn this into an opportunity? Because believe me, every situation has within it at least one and often many opportunities. So the most successful companies right now, the ones who are going to come out of this current situation and not just still be in business, but actually be poised to grow their business, they're the ones who are innovating. Remember the Sony Walkman? I had one. Can you get one today? No, because the more innovative, Apple dominates that market because they looked at what their ideal buyers wanted and needed, and then they created a solution that was far more efficient, far more effective for them. So what are you doing? Okay, look, there are 3 places where you should be innovating to start. The first is with your team, because you want them with you, helping you create that success, surviving right now, and helping you grow into creating success. So pull them together, probably through Zoom, not in person. Have a meeting with them. Be honest with them about what's going on in the business. They will appreciate that. If you're struggling, let them know, because they have pieces of brilliance that won't occur to you as the owner or the CEO. One, because oftentimes you're not boots on the ground with clients in the same way that they are. And 2, it's just a totally different perspective, and both perspectives are really valuable. Pull your team together, do a workshop, tell them what's happening. First of all, be honest with them. Tell them where you believe you need solutions for them to help them be better employees, to be a better part of the team, and ask them what they would like. You may not be able to provide all of it, but if you're honest with them in the beginning about where the issues are, they're going to be more creative in helping you solve those issues. So innovate for the good of your team. Second, you want to innovate for the good of your buyers, your clients. Look, that's why we're all in business, right? We want to know how we better serve them. So ask your team, and this may be a separate workshop. You may need to do 3 in total, but what is it that your ideal buyers are facing right now? There are 3 things that they're worried about, and they're not lying in bed in the middle of the night staring at the ceiling thinking about your product or service. It's something having to do with 3 things: money, risk, and time. So as you think about them, and maybe think about, you know, hone it down to 5 that you really, really love working with so you can talk about them in depth. What are the things that they're facing in their business and in their lives? Look, we make decisions as business people, but it's tremendously influenced by who we are as people and what we're feeling emotionally. So what is their experience right now? Where are they struggling, and where can you help them? It may be in providing them with advice. If they're a company that needs suppliers for products or components, you may be able to hook them up. You may know of one company that's struggling over here that has exactly what this company over here needs. But have a workshop with your team thinking about those ideal buyers and what they need. And then start talking to them about what they need. And by the way, if you can't figure it out on your own what they need, pick up the phone and call them. Hey, I'm here. You're a client of mine. I want to help you succeed. What is it that you need? Ask them, and then try to help them strategize. Look, when this is all over, I don't think we're going to get back to what we previously thought of as normal. I think business is changing. But when we get to the point where they need to buy more of whatever you're offering, who are they going to ask? The guy down the street, or are they going to ask you? They're going to ask you if you're somebody that they can trust to help them solve problems. So ask them. Once you have this all together, this is what our ideal buyer is struggling with. Here's solutions we can help them with. And it may be something completely off the charts and out of the box for you right now. But if you can do it without harming your company, without harming your employees, then do it. Okay, so you're innovating for the good of your employees. They're helping you innovate for the good of your clients and customers. And now have a third workshop and work around how do we innovate for the good of the company as a whole. What is it that you need short term? What does the company need short term? We don't have enough vendors here. Here's an opportunity for us to grow into an entirely new segment of the market or an entirely new market. How do you poise your company to move forward no matter what happens in the coming weeks and months? So the number one thing, my number one recommendation to you where you start is hosting at least 3 workshops with your team and innovate. If you don't have a team, then maybe put together a small mastermind, a group of people that you trust who are either in the same industry or related industries, or people that you just know who are brilliant. Host a small mastermind and ask for the same things. How do we innovate for the good of our clients and customers? How do we innovate and grow this company? Does that make sense? Okay, so the last thing I want to say is people have asked me, is it selfish to want to thrive in this current situation? And you know, the first thing I say is, look, we don't want to gouge people, charge them too much money, make up reasons for them to buy when they really don't need to, and we don't want to spread fear and panic. So the answer to that part of it is absolutely not. But thriving ethically, providing those great services and products that you offer, that is something that you do because you're in business. You want to make money. That's the at least part of the purpose of business. The other piece of it is you want to feed your family and, you know, provide a great education on all of those things. Then you want to hire great people so they can feed their family and provide them with an education and provide a great product or service to your buyers. That's all adding value to the world. And so thriving through that is not selfish at all. As a matter of fact, it's your purpose. So if I can give you any other support or advice, I'm happy to give you more information. And I am sending you massive love and light for tremendous success, and that we all have joy as we move forward. Thanks for joining me today.